Hey guys, welcome back to Katie's Book Nook. My name is Katie, and I'm here today to do a kind of Booktubeathon wrap up and to just show you some of the books I'm intending on reading over the next couple of days. So, Booktubeathon. I had great plans. I had books for every challenge. The weather was going to be nasty, so I was like, that's perfect. I'll just stay in and read. It was going to be great. And then Sunday night, right before Booktubeathon started, I had to rush my father to the hospital. So everything is fine, thank God he's healthy, but it was just like a very long week in that regard because I was at, the hospital, from the morning to the evening. The only times I really had a chance to read were when my dad was going for a test because otherwise we sat and we kept him company. So yeah, it was just like a stressful week, and like I said, thank God everything is fine, but I had plans that I did not follow through on because reading was not my priority. So I did finish one book, and it fits a couple of the challenges. It fits Heights book, it fits cover by, sure, I'm going to throw that in there. Character very, very different from you, and person on the cover. So I read Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, which is book 4 in the Throne of Glass series. I needed a book that was going to keep me interested for when I did have a chance to read, kind of escapist. And, I do enjoy the series. I did not like book 2. No, excuse me. I love book 2. Book 3 was kind of like hit or miss for me. It was a little, excuse me, a little dramatic, very, very long. I know a lot of perspectives were introduced, so that was a little bit tough for me to get into, but I really enjoyed book 4, and I read it over the course of the week pretty much. So, it's not a light read by any means. It's lighter in content perhaps, but it's still a long book. It's like 500 pages-ish, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not really sure off the top of my head, but it's a chunker. I wish I had it to show you, but I lent it to my sister. But yeah, that's what I focused on over the week. So if I had to read, it would have been that book. Because it was just, whenever it's so stupid. Whenever I have the TBR, something ends up like catastrophically happening. Not all the time, but often enough. So I'm kind of like, maybe I'll just choose books as I go from now on, because maybe it won't be as bad next time. But anyway, so that was my Booktubeathon. Like I said, things did not happen the way I wanted them to. Kind of, it is what it is. And the priority is that my dad is fine and everything is good there. So, that being said, I do have quite a few books that I want to get into over the next couple of days. Not a TBR, because we know what happens with those, but these are just books that I'm intending on reading. So, the past couple of days, I have been reading Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 5. This is the UK edition. It's really funny. So, I actually think I started reading Throne of Glass last year during the Booktubeathon, and I read book 1, read book 2. Book 3 took me a long time to get through. And then I was kind of like over it when I finished book 3. So I took a really long break, and then I picked up the novellas last week, and those were, they were okay. I feel like she could have gone in a much better direction than she did with them. Anyway, then I finished book 4, and I'm on to book 5. But I had bought this when I was reading book 3 last year, because I was like, oh, I'll just speed through the series, whatever. So it had just come out, but I like paperbacks. I'm more of a paperback kind of girl for the most part. And this was available in the UK as a paperback, as like a first published release. So I bought it through there. I'm still pretty happy with it. It does not officially match the size of my books. Excuse me while I duck here. But, so this is like book 3, and this is the UK edition. So it's shorter, and the spine is obviously, different. But I prefer paperbacks anyway. So this is what I've been reading. This is what I'm intending on reading as the weekend goes on. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm so tired. But yeah, so this one. And then my real life book club meets on Sunday, and I have yet to even think about the book that we have to read, but this is the book we have to read, and it's The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George. I believe it's, women's fiction, maybe historical fiction. I think there's a love story. I've heard such mixed reviews on this book. We've kind of read the gauntlet as far as the books that we've read. So we've read Margaret Atwood, we read Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, we read Jacqueline Woodson. So we've read a lot of different authors. We read Aziz Ansari's like nonfiction book about called Modern Romance, and that was great. But this on Goodreads has had such mixed reviews. So if you've read this, please let me know what kind of expectations I should have going into this. I have to get this read by Sunday, which should be fine. It's like 400 pages, but it doesn't look particularly difficult. The print's kind of big, so yeah, this is on the priority list. And then I have 4 other books that I want to get to definitely before mid-August. The first one is The Complete Father Brown Mystery Stories by G.K. Chesterton. Now, Chesterton was a Catholic writer who lived in England, and the Father Brown mysteries are supposed to be like written in the peak of mystery writing in the UK during that time. And I know that there's a TV show based on it that I would like to really watch. The actor who plays Arthur Weasley plays Father Brown in that series. So these are just supposed to be like excellent little mysteries. So this is definitely on the list. Then I have, which I bought a couple weeks ago, Jane Austen at Home by Lucy Worsley. Lucy Worsley is a historian that cracks me up, but she's so smart. She's witty and she's intelligent, and I just love the things that I've read by her so far. I like when she narrates programs on PBS as well. So yeah, if you've read this, let me know. This one came out like, I think a month ago, maybe not even a full month yet. So I haven't seen many reviews of this yet, but like I said, I love the author and I love the subject matter. So that's going to work for me. Speaking of Jane, this is one of my least read books by her. This is Mansfield Park. I had bought the Penguin English Library editions about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I would love to pick one up for the summer. I think Mansfield Park would be a good summer read for me, considering, in the fall, I don't know if I'll be able to concentrate on this book. I don't have strong memories of this one. This is kind of my least favorite. I hate to say it, but it's true. So I would like to see if my impressions of this book have changed over the past, however many years that it's been since I've read it. And then finally, this is a book that I've been longing to get to. This is Maud by Melanie J. Fishbane. I got this for my birthday. Like I said, I do prefer soft covers, but this was a birthday gift. I love the Anne of Green Gables series. I just read The Blue Castle about 3 weeks ago, and I really loved it. So this is about her life. The cover is beautiful, and that's kind of all I have to say about that so far. So yeah, it's been a hard couple of weeks over here at the Book Nook. So let me know if you guys have read any of these books. I hopefully will get to them all this weekend and have reviews up next week. Going forward, I'm actually in August planning different things with my channel. So I like to have a set schedule. I have exactly 2 assignments left for my grad school class. And then I have a full 2 weeks off before I go back for my practicum, and that's when the school year starts anyway. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely summer. Please let me know what you've been reading, if you have any opinions on any of these books, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!